All right. News?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, Jack. Well, I mean, and Tim. I keep saying, sorry, Tim. I keep leaving you out when I say all right. The biggest thing that happened this week, we got two major castings. Mm-hmm. Who do you want to talk about first?
Let's go with, I think, the surprise one.
I don't know.
Frank Castle.
Yeah.
The one that... yeah.
So John Barenthal was cast as Frank Castle, who is the Punisher in Season 2 of Netflix, coming up.
Now, I called this one the surprise one because I don't think anyone was expecting this kind of news anytime soon.
Right.
Well, I think people were expecting the Punisher to have his own TV show instead of being a character.
Which is still possible.
It's still
probably
possible.
is, but I think that's where you get a little bit more surprise because people were like, "Oh, wait, we have a chance for a Punisher TV show," which wouldn't be for years down the road because of what they're doing already. Mm-hmm. But then all of a sudden have a casting for that character.
Yeah,
it's kind of a big thing.
And the logo changed for Daredevil too. It's now basically the Daredevil logo, but it's got bullet holes in it, which kind of makes it seem like Punisher is going to be your main guy in Season 2.
I think they said they just did that for the casting news. I think it might go back to the regular one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Yeah. But,
I still think he's going to be the main. He's going to be the main guy. I think.
Main villain?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Villain, hero, he's
gonna have a huge part. I think
their relationship will be, I think, the crux of that season.
Yes, I agree. And truthfully, I'm very, very relieved that we're getting Frank Castle as a supporting role before we get him as a main role. Personally, I just think the character of the Punisher works better as a supporting character.
Yeah. And what do you guys think of John Barenthal? Do you know either? I know, Jack, you didn't really watch Walking Dead.
About him.
I've seen a bit of Walking Dead. I saw the first season. I think he's great. I think he's got a great look. He's a good actor.
He's got the broken nose.
Yeah. Great nose. One of our emailers mentioned something about his nose.
I think it was Ivar.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the email right now. Anyway, someone said, yeah, he's got a great nose for it. Yeah.
And Chris the Destroyer is really excited about this, says John Barenthal was without a doubt the best actor in The Walking Dead. And I agree. I'm really excited about it. The character he plays in The Walking Dead is kind of, a guy who toes the morality line, definitely, which is kind of going to be fun to see in this character. And John Barenthal is a really talented character actor it's kind of fun. He's going to get this bigger role where he gets kind of shine. I believe he's in Fury, and then he was also really good in Wolf of Wall Street. If you guys saw that,
I did. I don't remember who he was.
He's just
in Wolf of Wall Street.
He's one of the guys. Oh no, you guys don't remember? He's like the kind of the thug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was the really, really dumb one of the group.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really kind of exciting. That definitely came out of nowhere, like you were saying, Jack. All right, the next one.
Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ejiofor. Oh well. Now. Correct me if I'm wrong. We already knew he was going to be in Doctor Strange, right?
Rumored.
Okay, so that was rumored. Anyway, they just revealed he has been cast as Baron Mordo.
Right.
Who
It's huge.
Yeah. It's we don't really know what kind of role he's going to be because I think it's assumed that he'll be the villain.
Right.
But the kind of word going around is that he might not be just a straight up villain. There may be more to it than that, which I'm kind of excited about. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, my understanding of what I've read of Doctor Strange, because I haven't read any Doctor Stranges, but these characters kind of come up together, him and Doctor Strange, and Baron Mordo is almost kind of a more likable character than Doctor Strange, and then at a certain point they flip, and I think a lot of that has to do with the relationship with, remind me of Tilda Swinton's character, who that's going to be, Jack? The
Ancient One.
The Ancient One. So I think we're going to have a little unique kind of, brotherhood kind of thing going on with these two actors, and then one will flip on the other probably towards the end of the movie.
Okay, so it might be kind of a, I don't know, Loki-ish type relationship, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Ivar said some people might have problems with casting a black guy as a Transylvanian nobleman, but just like Idris Elba, he's such a good actor that it does not matter at all.
You're right. Can I...
yeah.
First, what do you think?
I think that this might be... A lot of good actors in the MCU, this might be one of the best that they've gotten. Just because, I mean, he's really good in 12 Years a Slave, obviously, but he just has ton of range, and he's probably my favorite part of Serenity. And Jack, Serenity is a movie about Firefly.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite part. He's my favorite part of it. Just the villain. He's so great in it.
He's a great villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. He's a fantastic person to have in the MCU. And regarding the kind of race bending thing with the character, I mean, we've discussed before in the podcast that, you know, anyone can play anyone as if it works, you know?
Yeah.
If they're the right choice, then they're the right choice. So I'm hoping that this you know, no longer is starting to become an issue that isn't even worth talking about, you know?
I don't even know if it warrants a huge discussion from us, because it's like...
I don't think so either. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I kind of want to just say, like, all right, we're done with talking about race bending and gender bending. I'm all for it if it works.
Yeah. Do you have anything... You like the casting, Tim?
You know, I always don't pay too whole lot of attention to those things. Like, I'll be like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
One thing I learned early on with a lot of movies is that people always complain about certain cast people getting casted. So people really hype up certain things, and I usually just reserve judgment until I see them play the character.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, people thought Heath Ledger's Joker was a joke.
Right.
And he's arguably the best Joker that's ever existed.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of really good Jokers that have come out.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did the same thing. I made the mistake with Catwoman in Batman, the third Batman movie.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Her as Catwoman?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wow, she's actually played that really well. And so it's one of those things where I generally don't like to go or nah or yeah or nah when it comes to casting certain characters, because it's one of those things where sometimes they're just that good and they pull it off, or sometimes what we think is good and is really not.
Yeah. All right. I think that kind of does it for the big casting things, right?
Mm-hmm. Do we want to say what Ivar said about...
Yeah, go ahead.
So I kind of like this. So, like I said, the rumor going around is that Mordo isn't going to be a straight-up bad guy, and they're actually saying that he's going to be more of an amalgamation of Doctor Strange characters. Which makes Ivar, the irredeemable Ivar, think that he might be more like Brother Voodoo, with Mordor's name and some of his characteristics. I don't know much about Brother Voodoo. I think I've seen him pop up in one story that I read. But he is another magician, and he kind of, I think, acquires the title of Sorcerer Supreme at some point. But yeah, just another, I guess, magician, sorcerer, what have you.
All right.
I like that idea, Ivar.
Yeah. I don't know a ton about comics, but that seems like a good idea as well.